A lot of you probably saw the title and are thinking, you're a crackhead. How could WoW dying be good? Well, let me talk a little bit about it. I think there's some good points to be made here. Could be good for the health of WoW and for the general market. So, hope you guys enjoy. Let's talk about it. So, first off, um, drama always expands the game market. There's a lot of drama revolving WoW right now, and that will bring a lot of players into the game market in general, the MMO market, specifically, right? There's already a ton of gamers who aren't in the MMO market that might come and explore the MMO market because of this. But I think the biggest reason is as players leave WoW, it allows room for a lot of other smaller or newer MMOs to expand and grow their funding and their player base. I'm sure lots of WoW players are moving who want that old grind and stuff. And as Blizzard screws this up, right, a lot of people are going to go to old school RuneScape, RuneScape 3. It allows room for games like Elysia and Zenith VR MMOs to grow a little because people will start looking for new things as WoW is dying. If they're not interested in WoW Classic and they're interested in WoW Retail and they want to look for a new game, Zenith might get advertised to them because they do have some advertisements out there here and there. You have tons of different new MMORPGs coming out that are interesting, and there's 4 of them that are VR and a few others, and I'll throw some images of them up on the screen. But it could allow these games to expand and get better as games, and that would be really good for the market. WoW has dominated for so long that it losing some players and having to change a bit would be I think genuinely really good for the market. We're seeing FF14 right now on the top. It's a new meta of MMOs. Final Fantasy 14 plays very differently than a lot of MMOs. Even if it is an MMO, right, it plays very differently. So you're seeing a new type of MMO emerging, or a new favored play style of MMO, I guess. And that's a really good thing to see. We're seeing a refreshing, I guess, of the MMO market, and seeing a lot of new players go in, um, because of all the media around all this going on. Um, and this honestly, either there's two ways this could go. Obviously, with how WoW is dying right now, which I could talk about that more in depth. Um, WoW is essentially WoW is screwing up a lot of their stuff. They're allowing a lot of microtransactions, and they're adding like a season pass and stuff to their main game. And a lot of people aren't enjoying the content anymore. It's just boring, and they've gone from focusing on the leveling of World of Warcraft, the end game content of World of Warcraft, which wasn't the reason a lot of people played World of Warcraft. They played it for the leveling experience. They played it because they enjoyed that. The content for endgame just isn't as fun. It's very repetitive, so a lot of people are quitting for that reason. And a lot of the microtransactions. So you go into raids or dungeons now, and you get tons of players who have no clue what they're doing. Which is, I used to play WoW actually, and I quit this most recent expansion. I've played on and off, but I quit this most recent expansion because the content just wasn't interesting anymore. It wasn't that fun anymore. Um, and so you're seeing a lot of these players quit for that reason, and because of that, we're seeing the player base fall off really hard. FF14, like I said, has stepped over WoW now as the top MMO in the world, player base wise, and it's pretty crazy to see that because WoW, I don't think it's been below anything else for a long time, and I can throw some stuff up, overlays, right, but this is going to go two ways. WoW is going to die, and that'll be the end of it, I guess. Or Blizzard is going to most likely pull their crap together and listen to their player base finally and start fixing their game, which would be fantastic for both the MMO market and WoW itself. WoW will probably start growing again, get a more loyal player base, but this breeds competition. WoW has been on the top for so long that it has never had any competition. Now that there's competition, this could help strive. This could help the game grow and strive, and this could help other MMOs grow and strive because they're going to see this opportunity to expand this empty market of players who want new MMOs like Elder Scrolls and stuff, and they're going to take advantage of this to expand their game to a bigger audience and compete with WoW now at an equal level rather than WoW always being the king as the definitive best MMO. And you're going to see a lot. I think you're going to see a lot of action in terms of other MMOs sort of stepping up and trying to do something now, like ramping up their development of content, ramping up their advertisement, things like that. And Final Fantasy 15 just got announced. I don't know if that's an MMO or for sure or not, but I think classic WoW provides a fantastic example of what people want out of the market right now in terms of MMOs. They want a more hardcore experience that takes longer and is more difficult because the current market right now in a lot of MMOs has become very short-term gratification, and the game has become very easy and very boring because it's so easy. So we're seeing with the explosion of what WoW Classic is, and the fact that World of Warcraft at this point is basically hanging on by WoW Classic. It's sort of showing what the market wants, and you're seeing Blizzard almost starting to move their focus from retail WoW, which is like the main WoW for those of you who don't know all the terminology, to WoW Classic, which is a really big deal. You're seeing them put some weird microtransactions in the game, which worries a lot of players, but it sort of shows the direction the market wants to go, and that could cause a lot of developments in other games, seeing that WoW Classic is being so successful and that WoW is losing its player base because even the new release of WoW Classic, the Burning Crusade, they put some microtransactions in there that have screwed the economy. There's huge botting issues. A lot of people aren't playing because of these microtransactions and these botting issues and things. And it's showing the market what people really want out of a game right now. So I think that could be a really big driver in terms of the market's transition to what type of MMO we want. That could be a really big deal. And I think the biggest part of it, obviously, as a fan of Elysia, is it could allow VR MMOs to grow. You're seeing players who want a grindy MMO like Elysia, or some of them want a fast MMO like Zenith, right? But generally, this allows people to look around more for these things, and this allows the VR MMO market especially to expand, I think. It allows the MMO market in general to expand, and I think right now, in the dead economy of games, because frankly, I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of us are struggling to find games to enjoy right now. Um, a lot of games are just dead or not good anymore, or are dying, and so it's just not fun to play them. I used to put hundreds of hours into Destiny a month, and that game is just dying. Destiny 2 is just killing itself, and it's sad to watch, but obviously, right, you people, like I said, people leaving these allows more room for the market to grow, and I think it's very healthy for the market to see this decline and this expansion into the rest of the MMO market. Something else that's crazy is WoW is. We've seen a lot of games coming into the PC market with microtransactions and Genshin Impact. I watched a video the other day. I thought made a really good point that Genshin Impact was the bridge from mobile microtransactions to PC microtransactions, and it is awful because now you're seeing all these games pushing microtransactions in them, including MMOs for pay to win advantages, which is absolutely atrociously bad. So, what you could see is because of all these microtransactions and pushing all these microtransactions on people and allowing them to skip, and seeing a player decline when you put these microtransactions in the game because it kills the economy and people don't enjoy this stuff. It feels awful to them. This could very much discourage microtransactions out of the market. We're already seeing this decline, right? We're seeing EA getting attacked basically, and they're having to warp their trail a little away from microtransactions if they want to survive. But the whole market is tired of this whole microtransaction thing, which part of the reason I'm very against Genshin, right? Even though it is technically an MMO, I guess, but that game's more Breath of the Wild esque. But yeah, so this is a big deal. I think. I think it's a big big stepping stone, I guess, because it can change the market in some really good ways, or it could. I think overall this will be really good for the market because it'll allow more healthy competition. And I think part of the issue with the gaming atmosphere in the past few years and why gaming has a lot of people's mind, in a lot of people's mind, gaming has gone quote unquote downhill is because there hasn't been this competition. So you're seeing a lot of these companies now struggling because they've gotten so comfortable in their spots. They've stopped putting out good content. They stopped listening to their players. They started doing whatever they want, and so you're seeing now as they struggle to stay on top that they are going to start probably trying harder and listening to their communities again. And we might see a return to another possibly golden age of gaming, which would be fantastic because it's been a while since we've had, an E3 that was exciting. I think this E3 was the most boring E3 we've ever seen. Almost nothing. So I think WoW dying could set off a domino effect through the entire market of gaming that revitalizes some of the best games we've ever seen and perhaps drives us into, like I said, a new golden age of gaming. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed another one of my little rambles. I'm trying to put out some more content. Still doing some stuff with Elysia. I will put out my final thoughts on the Elysia Alpha next week, probably, or the week after. But till then, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you all have a fan-freaking-tastic night. Make sure to check me out on Twitch. I stream Tuesday through Thursday, 2:30 p.m. to 6:30 PST. And I will see you guys all in the next video.